If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe. If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gulluh Radio Show. Today in studio, I got a guest I'd like for you to get to know. Live and direct in full effect. DJ ESKIMO. DJ ESKIMO.
What's up?
What's up with you, ESKIMO? How you feeling?
Not much.
Thanks for
chilling. Above ground.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to the Gulluh Show.
Thanks for having me.
So what's up, ESKIMO? Why don't you tell my viewers, a little bit about who you are and what you do?
DJ ESKIMO been a fixture in DC hip hop DJing for about I don't know how many years off the top, but since like 95, 96, been DJing for a long time, and just DJing, production, stuff like that,
Yeah, I heard about you back in the day.
I've been involved with a lot of different people out here, a lot of different MCs. A lot of different events and shows, some plays, hip hop plays.
Okay.
One big person that I was in a play called Rhyme Deferred. Yeah, and somebody that we all know that was in that play, like one of the head stars in that joint.
We know him?
Oh yeah, everybody knows him. He was in a big movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Chad Boseman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was in this play called Rhyme Deferred. But anyway, I've been just around, just doing things, just doing different things. Being in the club, mainly. A lot of people know me as a DJ, pretty much.
Okay. So what clubs you be spending ones and twos at?
Right now, I'm doing a lot of lounges and bars and stuff like that. I like those. I like those better because I don't like to be told what to play, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so but I've been in Republic Gardens, I've been in State of Union, I've been in
all up and down U Street.
Yeah. Some people say that's like that's my spot right there.
405 DJ ESKIMO.
Yeah,
downtown.
But I never really messed with the downtown joints.
Okay.
Maybe like Spy Club and I think I did something at was it DC Live?
Yeah.
Once or twice, but I never really liked them because again I'm like a DJ, So, I still got all my vinyl, I came up in that era, like you got to carry the crates and everything.
Right.
And at the time I was more connected with the music because it's like you coming up with the music. So then that's what I was playing in the clubs is what I was listening to at home. So now
now the music's changed.
It's changed and I'm still in the club playing and stuff. I rock with a lot of the new stuff. It's just that if I had to spend money, then that might be a different story. But yeah, I mean that's DJing for the most part. DJing, COVID, the whole quarantine thing shut a lot of stuff down because I was DJing 6 days a week.
Wow.
And then that shut everything down. But I picked back up once everything started opening back up. Had a little bit of dark periods, but right now I'm a senior sound designer with the gaming app. Wow. So this gaming app called Toys. It's a company called Toys Electronics.
Wow.
So they have a gaming app called Varsity, which was actually one of the CEO of Varsity was actually this cat Great D.D. Dodd that I did some music back with him in like '95. So we did some stuff. He was pushing vinyl like worldwide, and we kind of lost touch for a bit. Then we reconnected when I was working on my discography. And long story short, I've known this brother since like I said, like 94, 95. The scene, the landscape changed a lot since that time. But you had people like Priest and Nomad. You had Storm the Unpredictable. You had Head Rock. You had Infinity Loop, Amphibians. A lot of just cats, Black Indian, that were just out here and like freestyle union. They had this thing called freestyle union with like MCs, with like they'd have these ciphers, and I was pretty much DJing a lot of those joints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hype, man. So I know you ran into a lot of high profile people in the hip hop game and everything.
I mean, some people. What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, like people who are like heavy in the industry, like you, who might not be known to a lot of people, but you got to be deep in the industry to kind of know who they are. If they ciphering like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around people, but I kind of, like I had my people from up top. Cause, I grew up in New York, and it was kind of tough. I was like out of the crew. I was like the one that was kind of open to work with a lot of different people. But I still had a lot of people that's like, yo, what you doing? Hanging with these people, what you doing? It was kind of like that, But I came across them. I could have been on tour with some people. It's just that I was real faithful to the crew.
Okay.
So but as far as I don't know, like as far as high profile people, I mean, I don't know. I can't think of people off the top, but some of the spots I was at, people came through.
Right.
Different actors, different artists, and stuff like that. Because at that time, so at that time, I wasn't part of a record pool, but because of relationships I had, I used to work at the Wiz over by on George Avenue.
Wow.
So
man.
because I was working there, I kind of had
the Wiz record store on George Avenue.
Yeah, like I kind of had that connect with some reps that came through. So they came through, bringing artists. Buju came through, Monica came through, and when Don't Take It Personal came out, this different artists come through. So I had an opportunity. Matter of fact, I think RZA Redman came through there. So they were giving me records and shit like that. Oh, we can't curse on this, right?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, so cats would come through, and I did vinyl that way. But at the same time, I was kind of in my space. I was kind of like a introvert. In a sense, even though I was DJing at spots like Young Gulluh, Zulu Nation was on Howard's campus. They had the DC chapter, right. So we crossed paths at times and stuff like that. He was working with RNF and them. So he's another person. DJ Supreme used to DJ for Lauren Hill. Like a lot of different cats analyze all those. We used to be in Drew Hall practicing. So yeah. So I mean, I don't know what else to say on it.
Well, what about you say you grew up in New York, man? What was that about coming up?
And that's actually where I got into DJing because crazy story. Like when I first started DJing, remember old record players that had like the 8 tracks in the front?
I'm sure, yeah.
So I started, staying with my aunt at one point, and my grandmother ended up staying with her. So they just happened to have the same record player.
Okay.
I didn't have a mixer, so I had to take the balance out from the back of one and put it into the other joint. And I just had to rig it up like that. So
electronically change the blend, so
I would use the balance. One side would be left, one side would be right. So that's how I was using blending stuff. And then you hear stuff on the radio. Like my mother had, she had a record, Maron's record player, and that's before I knew how to cut. So I thought scratching was like actually dragging the needle across the record. Right. So early times, but Bambaataa, African Bambaataa lived in that building.
Oh yeah.
I used to deliver papers to his mother on the 4th floor. So then he asked me to DJ, play some records. I didn't DJ, but he asked me to play some records.
See, them high profile people, man, right there. So
yeah, but again,
I know.
So
everybody high profile. Some people are unknown, and that's like the show about to get some exposure to people who are dominant and badass in what they do.
Right.
A lot of people they don't have a showcase or highlight.
Right.
You.
Right.
So,
yeah. And again, it's like I said. We're not gonna touch that question.
Okay.
The question you said,
right.
So, but it's. I don't talk about it on a regular.
Okay.
So every now and again I talk with some of my people, but it's not something that I talk about.
Gotcha.
And I've been on the scene for a minute out here, so I actually got to a point where I just got tired of the scene for real. Because everything was open mic, just open. I just got tired of seminars at the hotels and stuff like that. I just got tired. So, that was another thing too, with like how we came up. Everybody was building on some knowledge, because how hip hop, you had that balance. So we were listening to the KRSs, the Ultramagnetics, the Jungle Brothers, De La. And so we were building, so we were kind of on our own thing. So even if you were an artist or whatever, with some stature or whatever, we were like, whatever, you know?
Right.
Just because of that hip hop, like, I'm the man, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I'm kind of like a hitman for hire.
Gotcha.
You know, ever since the crew thing, like I'm not a part of any crew, but at the same time, everybody's like, Eskimo's my DJ. Eskimo's my DJ.
Okay.
So I kind of was always in the middle.
Okay.
This crew wants me to be that, you know, so.
That's what we want.
You know.
That's what we want to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
And the
humble.
man.
People tell me I'm real humble. I'm too humble. You know, so.
But that's good to be because you get the blessings.
Yeah. And matter of fact, because I did a lot of stuff with Words, Beats, and Life. You know, they're like a nonprofit organ. I believe they're nonprofit. But you know, they're pretty. I think they're worldwide right now. But they're based right off of 16th Street. I'm doing a lot of plugs. You know, they need to cut me a check. You know, but I've done DJ workshops. You know, but people. I'm usually cool and laid back and stuff, right. And I'm trying to be very punctual and professional when I do stuff. So I guess because of that, people rock with me, and I'm good. I'm good on that too. You know, I approached DJing from like an art. I'm an artist first because I've been drawing since I was like 5. So. That allowed me to like get into like I used to cut hair. It used to be nice cutting hair with like broken clippers and shit, you know. But it's because I think out the box. So that's how I approach music. That's how I approach when I'm DJing. I'm always okay. I throw something on. I'm always trying to figure out what else I can do, or what can I do? What subliminals can I throw in my mix? And whoever's listening,
They'll pick up on it.
it.
That makes you the baddest MF because you hear you be like, oh, this DJ shot.
Yeah. So I heard what you just did.
I heard that. I knew that song too. Like
I
knew
appreciate
that song.
Wow. Like I'm mixing like teach me how to Dougie like the Beatles or something.
Yeah.
You know, just what can I do? Because I'm seeing the crowd. I kind of like look at DJs as like part-time psychologists. You know, and alchemists too, because you're playing with energy and vibrations and stuff like that. So you got to read the room, and we want to take y'all here. Okay, now it's time like, okay, the bar needs to make money. So let's kind of calm this down, but not calm it down too much, but calm it down. Don't like some outcast get out, you know, get up, get out or whatever, just so people can rock. And if you want, you can just go to the bar. So when I first got into the clubs out here, it was all about, it was a rush. It was like a drug. I got to keep people pumped up and out on the floor, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I could just kind of ramble on.
Well, there's a science to it. It's definitely a science to it.
Oh, yeah.
Anything
Oh,
with
yeah.
music is a science to it.
Oh, yeah.
So how did you get that name DJ Eskimo, man? Where'd that come from?
It was 90-something degrees outside one day, and I was in the Bronx at the time. And one of my homies, rest in peace, this cat, Supreme Sugar Sleepy, you know, and it was like 90-something degrees outside. I didn't know how hot it was. So I came outside, I had my 20 below Timbs on. I had a long sleeve shirt and I had some jeans on. And they were like, damn, I think before my name was like Mike Nice or something, Mike Boogie or something like that. So you know what, like you get a nickname or whatever, when cruising around, you can't shake that. Yo, we're gonna start calling you DJ Eskimo. You dressing like it's cold outside. We're gonna start calling you DJ Eskimo. Okay. So I didn't like it, tried to shake it. Then everybody we knew from different boroughs said like, yo, it's unique. Couldn't stand it. After a while, I was like, okay, well, shit, I can't shake it. Might as well make money from it. So, yeah.
Your friends had once waiting for you to set you up with a nickname, and then that was it, huh? They made it stick. That's how it is.
Yeah,
man. I had a few nicknames too. I don't know where they came from, but they couldn't stop calling each other. They still call me Meatball from everywhere. The movie I did in '95.
Word.
People like they talking to me in my normal. Yeah, it was a Meatball.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, and we be like on some, you know, whatever we talking about type of deal. And I miss it. I know they call me Meatball all the time, but I be like, you know, not even by now. It's not even. It's second nature.
Right.
But yeah, but that's cool, man. It is, you know, unique, and DJ Eskimo, man. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So what you got going? You say you in the graphics too, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do. I'm just, like I said, I'm an artist overall. So, like, you know, I dabble into a lot of different things. I think creatively, but you know, all the events I do, not all the events, but you know, a good amount of events I do. I design my flyers.
Okay.
You know,
That's the one you did with the white Eskimo joint, like you sent me a flyer.
oh, there was a logo.
That's the logo.
Yeah, so I designed the logo. Yeah, I designed the logo. And then, you know, my business cards, but I do production. A lot of people know me just primarily as a DJ, but, you know, I do production. You know, I did cuts for this group, Juggernauts, back in like 89 or 91, something like that, early 90s. That's like my first time being on record. Then I did some stuff with this cat, the great D that I mentioned earlier. So I did some production with him. I did pretty much most of the engineering. You know, I had a crash course in engineering, so I had to hurry up and try to figure that out.
Type of production, music, commercial?
Yeah, hip hop. Well, not hip hop, just hip hop. You started off hip hop, but then, you know, I don't like to be boxed in.
Right.
You know, that's what how I do everything for the most part. I don't like to be boxed in. So, but primarily, the foundation was hip hop. Then, you know, just got into wanting to do soundtracks, wanted to do like, you know, again, visual. What picture can I paint? What energy can I put out there? And whether somebody's singing or emceeing on it, or if it's just instrumental, what can I put out there? And if I could put something out there, and you hear it, and you get a certain type of feeling, then I made that connection. You know, yeah, from DJing, production, you know, I've messed around with some videos type of stuff. I just like creative things and being able to express yourself. You know, so it just so happened that the DJing is cool, but it's pre-recorded music. People are like, oh man, I love your music. Like, that's not my music. You know, but then people are like, well, nah, it's the way that you put it together. And so I got that, you know, but then at the same time, for me to think something, you know, because at first it started off me sampling. You know, then my homie got like some synths and stuff like that. I was clowning them and stuff like that. But once I got to like, damn, whatever I hum, I can, you know, like I never took music theory or anything like that, but I guess I gotta get a good ear. So if I hear something, I can create it. I'm not that dude to, you know, play keys or whatever, but you know,
you hear every note.
Yeah,
every note.
I hum stuff, and again, I couldn't put it down.
You can't put it down.
You know, but as far as like a keyboardist, so I'll tell people I'm not a keyboardist or anything like that. But and sometimes I'll tell people I'm not a DJ. I'm an artist. I'm a creative person. It's just that this is a tool, you know, that I use to you know, and I've just gotten good with it. You know.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So right now, I've been trying to actually transition out of the clubs. You know, or if I do things in the clubs, I'm not really trying to keep people dancing. I'm kind of like trying to do it for like, if you want to dance, you can dance, but I'm trying to do it for like, the heads, where I could play some Coldplay, and I could play some Bjork, and I could play some Dead Prez. You know, I could play some Wale, I could play some UCB or whatever. Like I could go all over the place to play some rock. You know, so people who just like music, it's those type of events that I'm trying to do.
So I mean, are there venues in the city like that, or everybody so just one side or just one?
Nah, so yeah.
Because it used to be a cultural city. We used to have a whole wide, you know, broad range of music here, man. All like jazz festivals and
right.
That's not happening anymore. My girl told me that the reggae clubs here kind of down in the dumps now. She got to go to like Baltimore. I don't know what's going on, man, with our music scene. The go-go's still pumping, but
I tell you this, and that's good. That's a good thing, as it should be. But the money. I remember on this cap, the West Felton. There was a whole thing that people were talking about, like, if we don't take control, the small businesses or just the artists or whatever, if we don't take control of the scene, then the people with the money, the bottle pop, and all these different things, it has its place.
The bureaucrats.
But it's now it's like if you go to certain clubs, they want you to pretty much bring your crowd there. Okay. And I kind of get that to a degree, but at the same time, it's your club. You know, it's your venue. So if anything, you should be promoting your venue. Just like I promote my brand, you should promote your brand.
Okay.
But again, I still kind of get it, but your question as far as I think what happened with those are there
Yeah, I mean,
spots
for
like
what
that?
you see it when you going, like you said, you're trying to phase out of the hip hop scene, and I guess like you said, the reason why is
Not
maybe-
entirely.
not entirely, but you're trying to transition, and you did mention money, so I guess that kind of ties in to that factor because if you got to bring your hip hop crowd, I mean, like, or you just got multiple different circles.
So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, see that with me there's a lot of different things that I throw in the pot. But that's one thing. But that when you asked earlier as far as the spots I spin at, like that's why I choose those types of spots where I can spin at, because I want to, whatever I'm getting involved with, I want to be able to go there and like what I'm doing. If I'm going there, I'm feeling some sort of way, then I'm at war with myself, and above everything else, it's how their presence is bigger than hip hop. It really is. It's bigger than all of this shit, you know? It's just that we're bringing ourselves into these spaces, but at the end of the day, like, what's going on inside, you know? So when I'm doing these different venues, if I could go into a spot, it's not even packed like that. Some spots I spin at, like, I do first Saturdays, I do a crowd control party at Wonderland Ballroom. Okay. It's a crowd in there, it's packed.
Say that again?
Wonderland Ballroom. I'm there every first Saturday.
Every first Saturday? Where's that located?
That's 1101 Kenyon Street, Northwest. And it's a dive bar type. You can go there, you don't gotta dress up. You can if you want, but you don't gotta go there, shirt, t-shirt, jeans, whatever. But it's just all about going in there and just vibing with the music.
What time is your set?
I'm there, like I said, first Saturdays, 10 to 2:30.
10 to 2:30.
Yeah, you know, so the spots I do are pretty much, that's a spot where it's about keeping people moving and in the crowd, but at the same time, it's like, it's an open type of thing where I don't have to play all the hits.
Okay.
You see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
you can slide in some just regular stuff right now.
And I say like the mixed crowds are the best to me, because if you have a predominantly black crowd, then you know it's a stereotype, I guess. But at the same time, when you're seeing these things all the time, you kind of see the patterns, you know. But at the same time, it's not saying that we don't like different types of music, you know. And sometimes it's a venue, you know. So. And at that same time, people are surprised with it, because you know I also DJ in the strip clubs out here, you know. So you used to be surprised at what people listen to, you know. So, but it's my experience that when you start veering off and going into certain directions, you lose people, and you get the stink face look, people looking at you like if they look at you hard enough, you're gonna change the music type shit.
Oh man,
you know,
I didn't know you did that.
Oh man, come on, man.
See, the confessions of a real DJ.
Um,
Y'all gotta keep them evil looks down. If you don't like the music, man, just wave and be like, left. But don't give them no dirty looks.
But I mean, that's just me. I can sound, you know, like I said, I used to hate on the down south music when it first came out, and then one day I understood. It was listening to Manny Fresh. I understood. Damn, he's basically how they're producing their music. They're actually using the basic elements. They're using the drum machines and stuff like that. They're actually going back to the basics and producing this stuff. You know, once I started thinking like that, I was like, damn. And all it is really double time. You know, like you take a Cardi B from up north, but still that sound, that down south, it's a different bounce too. If you ask a lot of DJs that were actually scratching and stuff like that back in the day, it took people some time to get used to that rhythm because it's slower. So instead of you listen to some Rakim, fast type stuff, some Kane type stuff, and you get busy cutting.
Right.
Instead of you doing that,
right,
you got it's a different rhythm, it's a different balance, and that's what shook a lot of people and threw a lot of people off. Right. To where it's like, we can't understand Future or Young Thug, like you can't understand what they're saying. Oh damn, I can understand what they're saying. Maybe because I'm a DJ, so I can understand what they're saying. And when I hear it, I'm like, yo, that's kind of genius.
And I like, man, I know. And like that down south, I think the New Orleans dudes, man, P and them are the best, man. The music, the syncopation, they got
Master P and them?
Master P came and was like my favorite all time.
Look.
So they did the South, especially that New Orleans area. I think they're the best musicians in the country, man. So they use all instruments, they fill all the syncopations.
I think I found that out from watching Hustle and Flow, the behind the scenes or something like that, where it was saying that they actually brought like the OGs up in there to play the music.
Okay.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, see, even more respect for that, you know, because that's early hip hop type stuff. You know, for people who could afford it, you know,
live music, you know, always go good with it.
Yeah. So I understand once I got a better understanding of it, it's like, okay, well, so now that's just a different thing that you got to get used to. Change, you know, change is always kind of awkward sometimes. You just get born into this reality now, you know. Yeah. So. I mean,
all right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break with DJ Eskimo. We'll be right back in a few. Stay in.
If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe. If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe.
Welcome back to the Gary Gulluh Radio Show, again in studios, DJ Eskimo. We had a nice conversation about the industry, you know, and who he is and, you know, where he comes from and the things he do. Graphic designer and DJing. Just to recap, DJ Eskimo, anything you want to say before we let you go?
I'm just happy to be. I'm happy to still be doing what I enjoy doing, you know. And that's pretty much what, so I enjoy the fact that I've been able to DJ for so long. You know, I've been DJing over 30 years. You know, professionally since like 95. But, you know, just doing block parties and house parties, I've been doing this for a long time. Didn't even have an idea of what I wanted to do professionally or for, you know, whatever. But so I consider myself blessed to be able to do what I enjoy doing. And I'm still growing. Because like I said, there's a lot of things that I still haven't even put out there yet, you know. And so also, like I said, I'm doing a senior sound designer for Toys Electronics.
Okay.
So that's a gaming app. It's called Da Varsity.
Okay.
I'm pretty much doing the remixes. I'm doing the production on that project. I'm working with engineers. There's engineers from like Carnegie Mellon, from MIT, and I'm happy to be part of that as well. And I'm learning because I'm in Zoom meetings with like engineers, and I'm kind of just seeing how they think.
Sounds good. Well, big dog,
Yeah, so
kick them up and let them know where you at.
Yeah, smooth tip.
Yeah, we're back. We had some technical issues. We had some gremlins that we got wet back about 10 minutes ago in the back room, and they came and pulled out. I swear to goodness, man. Some gremlins. We got some gremlins in here. Somebody got them wet, and they came back here and yanked our cords, man. We wrapped them up and got them out the way back in the cage or whatever. So, Eskimo, where you at on Saturdays?
yeah, so first Saturdays I'm at I do an event called Crowd Control over at Wonderland Ballroom. It's 1101 Kenyon Street Northwest.
Okay.
Second Saturdays I do an event. Still building that one. It's called Some Zigga Zigga.
Some Zigga Zigga.
You know, if somebody asks what you playing, Some Zigga Zigga Zigga. So I do that at the spot Looking Glass Lounge on Georgia Avenue.
Okay.
But anyway, for the most part, you can follow me on Instagram.
What's your
DJ Eskimo Show, all one word, DJ Eskimo Show, DG ESKIMO show on Instagram, Twitter, and all that, Facebook. Yeah, and then you follow me on that, and you find out what you need to find out.
You heard it from DJ Eskimo, y'all, so we're gonna let him go. Thanks for coming through, DJ Eskimo.
Again, thank you for having me.
And thanks for coming to the Gary Gulluh radio show.
All right, respect.
All right, peace.
Yeah, smooth tip.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gary Gulluh radio show. Today in the studio, I got another guest I'd like for you to get to know. We got Dante the Don. Dante the Don.
Man, what's up, man? How you doing, G?
What's going on, baby?
Gary.
How you feel?
Good, good.
All right, man.
Phenomenal, brother.
Good. Thanks for coming to the Gary Gulluh
No
radio
question,
show.
definitely on that.
So, man, let my guests know, my audience know who you are and what you do.
Hi, what's up, family? You know, it's your man Dante the Don, formerly known as King Tay. So basically, what I do now is I have a corporate business. I have a different type of business, entertainment and corporate. So basically, what I do is I help people get to the next level, help with their dreams, make their dreams come true. Because I am the undercover plug in this DMV area, so I'm very plugged in, network very well. So that's what I'm doing right now for everybody in the industry. Shout out to It's Gorgeous Music. Shout out to It's Gorgeous Radio. You know, It's Gorgeous Models. We all in the building, you know.
That's what's up, man. So where you from originally, man?
I'm originally from Montgomery County. I call it Money County, Silver Spring. You know, that's how we call it.
Gotcha, man. That's good. So what type of, you know, you got plugs, man. I mean, you know, what type of industries if you specialize in? Like, I know somebody, they want to get into this, they want to, what specifically are those industries and plugs?
So, all right, so shout out to my mentor, my homegirl, Hollywood. You know, we do ISOL 365. So, you know, we fix your credit, we give you business loans, we help with your LLC, all that good stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
So we help as much as we can for that, different types of things. If you need a car, I can help you get a car. If you need a job, I can definitely help you get a job, you know? So I'm very plugged in with that and entertainment, music, models, everything, anything with that too as well.
Okay. So how long you been doing this?
I've been doing this for, since 2003. So I've been doing this for a very long time. And now I'm out and hungry and make everybody know who I am.
Right. Well, this is the platform to do it right here on the Gary Gulluh show. The Gary Gulluh radio show will definitely let people know who you are and where you come from. And just capturing the organic essence of, you know, the individual and what they do to make this world go round.
Right.
And to highlight you and your special skills and talents, man.
Really appreciate that too, man.
Good, man. What you got on tap coming up for the rest of the year?
Man, the rest of the year, man, I'm on 2023 right now. So right now, you just get in the fourth quarter. It's a wrap already. So, you know, so right now on my mode right now, you know, I featured a great show. We can talk about that. Divorce Court next Wednesday on October 26th to 2022. I'm on Divorce Court. So it was a great opportunity for that as well.
Now hold up, man. You're on Divorce Court. Don't they take that on the West Coast in LA?
No, I'm not in LA. It's in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta.
It's Atlanta. They'll ship you out. They give you money for food. They give you everything you need. Hotel for one day, ship you out for the whole day, and then you out.
Hold up.
What's up? Talk to me, Gary.
Okay, man. Is it real or what?
So Divorce Court is definitely real. You know, just help you out with your significant other. You know what I'm saying? So what it does is they call you. You know, producers call you, tell you what your story, and you know, of course, you have to add some stuff because it's TV, so they want to make sure it's entertaining for you. So what you need to do is, you know, talk to the producers everything that you can do to make sure it's sellable, and then they fly you out, you know, I mean, it's COVID now, so give you a COVID test through the mail, do your little COVID test, ship it out, then what you do is after that, they'll go in the morning, they'll say what's the best time to fly you out, so we fly to the closest airport, went to the airport, you know, they had a sign for me saying, hey, this is me, they took you to the ride in a nice little, you know, nice little car, it's Uber now, you know what I'm saying, but whoever driving it, they're real cool, they take you, you know, to do another COVID test to make sure you don't have COVID.
Okay.
After that, they take you to the studio. The woman, the producer, gives you a card, a Visa card with some money on it, with food. You know, about $100 worth of food for one night. You think what? And it's lovely. $100 for food, shit.
Welcome to
In
Hollywood,
one day. You know what I'm saying? So after that, you know, you chill. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you're with your significant other, if y'all cool, y'all share the same hotel, if same hotel room. If not, it's separate. But, you know, we was in the same hotel room, we was cool. So, you know, did that, and then we ate, had fun, enjoyed the whole night downtown Atlanta. And after Atlanta, you know, we got tired, and then we got up early in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, we got up, got dressed, then we went to the studio, they gave us the clothes, we get dressed, I mean, you got to dress up.
Want to give you a ride to the studio?
Yeah, studio too, everything, get you dressed up, the producer tell you what the story is, make sure it's good, it's entertaining, make sure it's sellable so it's entertaining so you can be on the show. And once you do that, they take you like about half an hour to an hour, and then, you know, do the whole process. And once that's done, you get a check, you got your clothes already gone, take you back to the airport, and we're good. So everything was free, a free trip, why not? I'll take that. I know you would. Everybody, come on, audience, y'all would. Definitely.
Y'all would.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, maybe I need to give me a boo and have a little argument and call them people, say, look, man,
you know what?
my girl tripping, y'all.
Yeah. So what I can do.
Oh, yeah, she said she's tired of my shit. Oh, sorry about that. But, wow.
Exactly.
And get paid.
But guess what though? You know what? You don't have to do that because you know what? I saw the problem. I can find you a joint for you, a female for you, and we can hook that up together and talk to
Get
the
paid,
producer
shorty.
and talk to the producers. It's all about money. You know what I mean? It's all about the producers and everything like that.
Yeah,
So it's
well,
wonderful.
I know that's Hollywood. I mean, but that's Hollywood. Hollywood is like that. They got everything figured out. They want to get you your checks and all that. They want that production. So content, especially now with COVID, a lot of people they couldn't shoot nothing. So if you had some like me, had some unreleased material, it was in high demand, man.
Right.
Everybody was looking for content. But wow, man, yeah, that's Hollywood. That's how it works. But I know, like other reality shows.
Right.
I'm pretty sure, like I guess, like the Housewives and hip hop, you know, whatever. Especially with our sisters, you know, they manufacture. I don't like they manufacture the drama. They'll go and they'll have something scripted. And they'll pull one person out and be like, "Hey, we need you to go in there and say this about her." And the person don't know what's about to happen. But the producers set it up, and then they capture that organic essence of that drama because this girl came and said something on live TV. It's going to explode and escalate into an emotional. That's what they capture.
Right.
And that's the wickedness of how they do it. It's all a mental mind type of F, but they got it down to a science. And that's used to different sway, and we give different opinions with television and what you see on TV. It's not production when you're, or I'm sorry, it's not programming when you're watching TV. It's programming when you're being programmed by the TV.
That's correct.
But they try to make it seem like, oh, I'm programming. That's not a verb. That's not watching TV. It's not programming. You're being programmed.
Right.
And yeah, you got to watch what you look at. You got to try to know the difference between what's real and what's fake.
Right.
Keep in reality. But that's mean, man. That's a wild experience. I mean, but yeah. So you and your girl was cool. So I mean, yeah, that was a way to get some money.
Yeah, quick vacation. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you got to do out here, man. There's 1,000 ways to get paid.
But yeah, for further notice too as well, anybody that's watching, if you need that direct connect to be on that show, I got the perfect plug for that. I got 3 reality shows I'm about to work on. I can get you in there, trust me. You know what I mean? So I got some things coming up.
Okay, well, what do they, I mean, it ain't free, so what do
I'm gonna plug y'all in, you know what I mean?
Get yours on the back end.
I get mine on the back end, so don't even worry about that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
I get mine on the back end, so you
True hustlers, true entrepreneurs. He said, I ain't worried about you. You come as you are. Don't worry about that. I get mine.
Exactly. So definitely, if you follow me on Instagram, it's official The Don. Then follow me, inbox me. I'll give you the link, and then it is what it is. You take it from there, you know.
I'm at the call. I'm trying to go on divorce court for real.
Yeah,
Give me a check.
no question.
I don't know who you are, man, so whoever you are, but I hope you're nice looking.
You definitely fine.
Anyway, I'm just joking, y'all. I ain't going on divorce court. I'm trying to stay low key, stick with the Gary Gulluh radio show.
Facts.
Yeah, I ain't going on that thing. But so what's next, man? I mean, you been to Hollywood yet? Hollywood's washed up.
Hollywood's washed up. I'm at Black Hollywood, Atlanta.
Yeah.
But shout out, I got some things going on. BET Awards, I've been there so a couple times, and it's fun, man. Just love what I do and get plugged in and be humble and be blessed and just share your knowledge with other people, and you get more blessed. Instead of waiting for that dollar, oh, you want it hooked up and give me $300 for what? You know what I'm saying? Just plug it up and just network. That's all it is.
And I guess more when we realize that as a culture, because you in DC now, and DC might be the next. I think it's gonna be the next hub. And it's before COVID, we had a lot of producers, a lot of movies, films coming out. Timoni, Mitch Creedle, Roosevelt, Kazaa, who else? Both Bruces. Marcus McCoy, one of the baddest in the area. So they were doing a lot of things, but COVID shut everything down. So hopefully we can get that mentality. We don't need people from Hollywood. You don't even need big stars to pull your movies no more. Just get you some good actors, man.
Right.
And make them who you don't have to worry about the prima donnas. You don't need Hollywood. That's I lived in Hollywood. I was there in '96 before Affirmative Action. I learned the business back then. And I come back to DC. Every time I come back to DC, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, wake up. I just left millions. And I come back here and we all scattered around, can't get it together. But now we got that hub where we're finally working together as a culture.
No question. I believe in it too. I want to stay here and build this, and help everybody else get to the next level. We have to.
We have to, man.
Shout out to the MTV Wildin' Out. So I bring MTV Wildin' Out, on tour. I bring them here too as well in the DMV area. So it was fun last month. We had the Fallback Comedy Jam. Wow. I brought that out. Then I'm going to New York for the Wildin' Out tour again. So I'll be touring with Wildin' Out. So shout out to Nick Cannon and Rick Michaels. We all Wildin' Out.
Nick Cannon and Rick Michaels.
Yeah.
Were you doing anything with the music industry?
No, I leave that to It's Gorgeous Music. They do that music stuff. I used to be, but it's a headache. These artists, they're headaches. Trust me. Yeah, they.
Y'all artists, y'all headaches, man. Y'all artists, man. Y'all don't have no integrity no more. Like, some of y'all just come in here and just think it's gonna be easy. You ain't gotta work. Watch it. Don't sell your soul to the devil.
Yeah.
For real. Like that's that Hollywood thing.
Yes.
So you gotta make your own brand and be thorough about who you are.
Facts, big facts. But
don't
shout
lose your identity.
But shout out, It's Gorgeous Music. They got everything going on. Plug them in. We got the radio app. You can stream your music on there. So artists, don't forget, there's A&Rs. Hit up It's Gorgeous Music for all artistries, everything you need. Also Focus. J Bags. We got everybody locked in. J Bags. Who else we got? Man, just rap people in there. Just plug in, man. Just definitely
Smoke
that.
and Scientists.
Yeah, scientists.
That's smoke.
So everything's gorgeous.
It's all gorgeous. It's all good, especially on the Gary Gulluh radio show.
Exactly.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break with the Don, and we're gonna chop it up for about a few seconds, and we'll be right back.
If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause they just don't know if you're a friend or a foe. If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring you down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause they just don't know if you're a friend or a foe.
Welcome back to the Gary Gulluh radio show, and today in studio I got my guest, Dante the Don.
You already know.
All right, so what type of hobbies do, man? What do you do to have fun, man? You set people up, plugging everything. How do you have fun? You're the Don, right?
Right. So, how I have fun? Of course, I got the model agency. It's Gorgeous Models. So we have different events. We host different events. We have dinners. We have fashion shows. I got a fashion show coming up with Prodigy Clothing Line. That's in November 20th. So, just have fun. And I get paid to go to a club. I host. So that's the fun thing about it and network. So that's what I have fun. I'm going to tell you how I got started with the hosting, promoting. Because once you get promoting, you get tired of promoting, you get to the hosting part. because hosting guaranteed.
The hosting is the money. That's it. That's the like the top of the career, the tier hosting. Like you get that money, man.
It's I was promoting, then I was like, man, I need guaranteed money. So we start hosting and learn my mic skills and everything like that. And then once again, shout out to Hollywood that raised me for this. You know what I mean? I saw 365. So I was a younger person, 2003 or so. We had a show with 2005. Sorry, with Trey Songz in Silver Spring. You know what I mean? So I started hustling, passing out flyers. She gave me a flyer, and I looked at her like, oh, so who's Hollywood? She said, me. I said, oh, for real? So it's your show. So I respect your hustle because you're out here doing it. I got guaranteed money, so I know I'm doing the work. So I was like, I want to help out. And she's like, for real? You want to help out? Like, yeah. So she asked me how much you charge. I said, I don't want no money. I just want the experience. And after that, she said, yo, I mess with you with that. And ever since then, we've been tight as everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was her assistant after that, after a while. Then I got older and she molded me and she just grinded me. She helped me work with Day 26 with Bad Boy in 08. So, she put me into some work. And I'm so grateful, paying homage to her, everything I do. Now, a couple years back, she has a company called I Saw 365. So I partnered up with her, I'm one of her partners and a shareholder. So, just doing some big things right now with that, and I'm grateful. I got my partner also who does the iSolve management, so we help people get jobs too. You know what I mean? So we in here doing bigger and better things to help the community and help each person grow, especially our skin of people. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm here for today, to make everybody's dream come true.
I mean, man, look, we need people like this, and again, this is what my show is for, to highlight people that you may never met before or don't know exist. And man, I love it, man. I just love it, man. You at that corporate level, you get down and gritty, pass the flies out, you at the middle level, pulling the models in. Yeah. So how did you grow up? I mean, from a child,
So,
what brought you from your childhood to Dante the Don?
So, I didn't, everybody said I came from the gut, I came from the dirt. Never had none of that. You know what I'm saying? My mom was 16, my dad was 21, bless their souls, they both passed away. But, my mom was young and, she didn't know what to do. She don't know how to raise me. So she gave it to my grandmother, my dad's side, they're Jamaican. So, it was Jamaican culture, you know what I'm saying? So everything, I didn't know nothing about American culture. So Jamaica. So, I had to cook I had to defend myself at an early age, talk very well, present myself, the right way. And then I had that king mentality because I was a king. So no matter what I was doing, my grandma, my grandma helped me out, doing a lot of things, just basically spoiling me, you know what I'm saying? That real silver spoon, you know what I'm saying? So I was spoiled, but I knew how to defend myself. So I got that king mentality, you know what I mean? And then went to school, just get what I want. I leave school when I want to, everything like that. I write letters to myself why I missed school, and they pass it. Wow. I was smart, but I had to work the system the right way. You know what I'm saying? Still passed school and everything like that. Went to school, and then pretty much that was it. And then I was like, man, that king thing was kind of childish and spoiled life. You know what I'm saying? I was very arrogant, cocky. You know what I'm saying? Scheming, scamming, whatever I was doing back in the day. So I let that king stuff alone, and then I grown up. And then, my uncle, shout out my Uncle Drew, he owns a barbershop in, Atlanta, Maryland. So he raised me how to think ahead and do other things like that. So I'm like, I need to be grown and let me get more respected, put on a suit on and make myself be the Don. You know what I mean? So that's how that came about.
Hey, man, I didn't know what to expect either, man. I swear I didn't know what to expect, man.
No question.
But the Don is the man. He got it going on, man, from way back, man, from the grooming up through the, the mentality and even like the way you dress and carry yourself. Come on, man. And again, be careful about that nuclear family stuff, that all this, eliminate the black man from the family, because we keep the community of men in check.
Correct.
Because when I was young, the men with the hats, the Stacey Adams and the suits and the shirts, we wanted to be like them. We didn't know anything else, man.
Right.
We wanted, that's what a gentleman looked like.
Right.
And, we got to infuse some of that back into our culture with men like the Don, who can set example for our young men and women out here. Because women, you got to know what a quality man You got to know how to choose the difference between a buster and a man of value.
Correct.
Pay attention, because I have men of value on my show every week.
Right.
And I have women of value on my show next week.
That's good.
You hear that?
Good stuff. I can't wait to tune in next week. I'm down.
You're going to love it.
I'm about to download, what's the app? Let me download the app right now.
Yeah, it's Gorgeous Radio.
It's Gorgeous Radio.
Gary Gulluh Radio Show.
Let me download this app right now.
So yeah, so that's what it do. I want to thank you for coming out, man. I learned a lot, man.
Right here, right? That's the app
That's
right here.
it. That's the app right there.
Okay,
You see that?
Yeah, I'm
It's
tuned in. I'm
gorgeous.
plugged in. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, man.
Let's get it.
Okay, man. And look, man, I see you again somewhere, man. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
around the building or something.
Nah, you know, see me, man.
We gonna
Come
plug
and check
something
it out.
up there. We got some things going on
Yeah,
too.
cook something up, you know what I mean?
Cook
Don't be a
something
stranger,
up.
you know?
Definitely.
You know, it's a pleasure being here. Love you guys. Black America, you already know what it is. I'll say, don't, my man, Gary, right here. We gotta make things happen and shake.
Pretty much. Take a quick break. Be right back.
If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause they just don't know if you're a friend or a foe. If you didn't like me then, they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause they just don't know if you're a friend or a foe.
Hello. Welcome back to the Gary Gulluh Radio Show. Want to thank my guests for coming through, DJ ESKIMO and Dante the Don. Learned a lot, man, you know, and a few good men. ESKIMO, you know, DJing with the graphics, he's multi-talented. And again, you can go to his IG and that, you know, he'll let you know where you at, where he's at, where he's mixing at. He's sharp. I've been knowing about him since the 90s, since the mid-90s. We got Dante the Don showing you how to be a man, how to carry yourself as a man, how to plug yourself into different industries and become successful in life. He's a good example of a role model, both of them, for you know, for success. So I want to thank y'all for coming and checking and chiming in. To the Gary Gulluh Show, and 5:30 to 6:30 on Sundays. And we're building this thing up. It's gonna be hype. All right. So love y'all. Thanks for coming through. And that's a wrap.
Rastaman dep on spot. Just easy and cool, man. You listen to all the songs. Just really go through straight frustration. Straight pain. People be wondering is that Keith now really doing the reggae? Watch how I flip the script. Yo!